Hello? Hello? Sorry. Hello? I'm here. So I've been running around a bit. I slept terribly last night, so I was up like... I got a bit of sleep and then got up and I was up for most of the night. And then when I finally did go back to bed, it was really hot, so I slept terribly again. Only got about 3 hours sleep the second time. But snoozed my alarm for half an hour. Like, my alarm went off at 4. It's 7 now. My alarm went off at 4 and it's like, no, I should get up. And then I blinked and then my alarm went off at 4:30. So I got up and immediately started editing the Gary and Tabletop video. Managed to get that done 8 minutes late. Posted that. And then it's like, right, I better actually eat something because I've not eaten anything. And I'm going to be streaming for a few hours, so I had to go and cook. And then I finished that, and then it's like, oh crap, I've got to get the cat in. So I went to get the cat. And found him, but he didn't want to come in. So I've left the door open. I've also got my office door open, so he may visit. But yes. Running around, that's why we're a little bit behind, so apologies about that. That one? Yes. Hello. Hello and welcome back to GVL Library of Ruina. Last time we made some progress at bloody last, and I had to cheat a bit to do it, but so be it. We beat Jan, we beat Tallbird, and we also beat Blue Star, didn't we? That was Hockner's one, I think? Yeah, Hockner's one. Did we also beat Price of Silence, or was that before? That might have been the one before. To remind you, we currently have one of Hockner's plebs and one of Binner's plebs. He appears to have got changed into Dennis's outfit because I built all of Binner's floor now, mostly using stuff I already had. So, can I actually change these? No, I cannot. Okay, didn't think I could, but... so we have Binner, who is using a fairy build. Sorry, let me just pull up my thing so I know what everything is. Hope I sound alright, by the way. I assume people would tell me if I didn't. Durandal is using Eugen's, which used to be on Cyan, but I got rid of it because it wasn't very strong, so don't know how well it'll do. Luca is using Jan's page. So I built Jan's deck. It's a singleton. I don't really know what Jan's thing is. There doesn't seem to be a specific thing that Jan is built for, so... Oh, I didn't give you passives because I didn't know what I was building for. It's going to give you all round stuff, I think. Something defensive from like a sweeper would probably be good. That'll do. Is using Ye's smoke page, and Clayman Chat is using range deck because I have a lot of range stuff that I can do, and I use them as much as I can. So today we're going to be doing pretty much the only thing left. I was trying to remember, did I finish? Oh, it was the purple tear, right. I was trying to remember what the third one of Argalia's line was. It's like, there were the rabbits, there was Jan, and I couldn't remember this one. I didn't think I'd done it, but no, it's the purple tear, and I have. So the only thing, from what I can tell, the only thing left to do is beat Zhao. And I've been struggling with this, so I will be beating it today. I will try once or twice, and if I can't do it, I will cheat. Because I'm stuck at this wall, and if you can't break a wall, you shatter it. Shatter it. God. Freudian slip. You shit on it. You shit on the wall that you cannot break down. Okay. So, let me just... Sorry, I meant to do this earlier. I'm just going to remind myself tips for beating Zhao. You let reverse scale hit you when power is nulled, but when power is not nulled, you have to beat it, because then power will be nulled the next one and she won't benefit from the strength, but she will take stagger. Bring strong pages. Oh yeah, I need rapid gashes. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna give some people some. Yeah. Alright. You're pretty solid, I think. Didn't this one have like a draw issue? I'm gonna get rid of that one. Give you rapid gashes. And claim in chat. Oh, you got Larigol. I don't know if that'll be enough, but we can try. I don't want to waste 2 pages on it. Like, these decks are pretty... I think they're pretty alright as they are, and I don't want to waste a slot on clone. No, it's just, I need them to have rapid gashes so that I can counter the mass attack, but I don't want to have a second. I don't need a second. Hey, Skier. Okay, so I'm going to start off with Yasod, because that was the other thing in the suggestion. Yeah, they've all got sturdy defense or something, so I'm going to start off with Yasod. And try and get Regret going. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't hold out a lot of hope. This seems crazily hard because of this first act you got to get through. Let's give it a go. Skip. Okay. He's only got 79 bloody health. Eek. Righto. Let's see how we get on, shall we? Again, I don't hold a lot of hope for this one. Can you piss off? Okay. 9, 10. Can't intercept that one either. God, such a dick move, this fight. Alright, I want to draw that off him. Oh, that's one. I was missing something. Have I covered that one? I haven't. Bloody... Oh, God, it's so annoying, this fight. Fuck you, Miris. Your inexplicable god powers that you shouldn't have because you're not a boss. God. I think Colinium's my powerhouse on this floor. Despite having like the lowest health of everybody, I think Colinium's my powerhouse. Oh, you fucker. You fucker. Hey, Colinium. God, you absolute wanker. What are you doing? Can't do anything about that. Oh, piss, I've completely forgot about these two. Alright, that one I can intercept. If I have something with which to intercept it. Gamble, but I'll take it. Everybody else, bloody attack. Miris, we need to kill this prick. I want him dead. I want his whole family dead. Pleb Lord's on the way out. Bugger. Hey, Sucra. How's it going? Yeah, focus fire that. And then slash. And then slash. Shoot him! No! Don't let him hit you! Pleb Lord, you pillark. Oh, Colinium, you pillark. Good, it's less hot than it was yesterday, which is very good. Oh, it's the opposite here. It's much hotter today. Oh, you raging pillock. Ah. Well, you're fucked now, aren't you? Oh, so's Pleb Lord, you wankers. New word? What, pillock? I've used pillock before. Ah, you absolute... Oh, it's all over but the crying. I just know it. God, the really fucking annoying thing about this one is that the mass attack is hitting all of those ones, and then the powerful hits are hitting the other ones. So, like, I'm having to burn my best pages to defend against the mass attack, and then they do nothing because there's nothing else to bloody hit. You bastard. You total bastard. Whatever. Whatever. I don't care. Kill everybody. Fucking, I want you to. I don't even like your sod. Yeah, fucking die, you sod, you useless prick. God, I'm getting very vitriolic very early. God. Yeah, I got regret. Gonna make a lot of fucking difference now, isn't it? Feeling regret all over this. God. Damn. Alright. Yeah, shut up, Zhao. I don't really know where that went wrong. Bad RNG? Oh, it's so hard to tell. Oops, didn't mean to right click. You know, I was watching a video, just a randomly recommended video. There was like a video about how easy it is on each Five Nights at Freddy's games to delete your progress. And because like this, I just got reminded of when I like accidentally right clicked and it just took me back to like the main screen. Did you know that on Five Nights at Freddy's, like some of the games, all you have to do is press escape, like or delete or something for half a second on any screen in the game, and it deletes your progress. Like, it's that easy to just delete it all. Right. You should listen. Yeah, he and Jules stagger on blunt. Alright, I'm going to try Netzach instead. But if I don't get it this time, I might hit the nuke button. I don't know. We'll see. I've got my finger over the button, and it's like, should I do it now? Maybe not now. I think with FNAF it's just clumsy coding. But it could be intentional. Fuck. This fight. God. I swear to God, this fight. I'm going to enjoy plastering Zhao across the walls. Many big games have surprisingly spaghettied code. Kind of proves to me that you don't need to be super professional to make something good. Absolutely. Like, there's a channel I watch called Horror Scoped, where it's a guy who plays horror. Well, doesn't even play the games as such. He goes into games and breaks them to find out sort of how they work below the surface. You know, like where models are when they're off screen, that kind of thing. And it's fascinating. And the number of little mistakes that are just off camera. Like he'll go, but if you look at the in the most recent FNAF game, Secret of the Mimic, there's like a certain time where if you look out the door behind you, you just see straight through the level because they just didn't put a wall in where they were supposed to. That kind of thing. It's fascinating to find out these very silly mistakes that people have made. Yeah, you're gonna get absolutely plastered dreaming, I'm sorry. You fucker. Mean you want to avoid spaghetti code for your own sanity. That said, video games are hellish to make for a reason. I remember noticing an inconsistency in the description where a character's outfit changes within the same shot. When FNAF Security Breach first released, it was so broken speedrunners could beat the game in like 3 minutes. I mean, you can also do that on Secret of the Mimic. Like, you can literally speedrun the game in 5 minutes because if you, like, go up to the beginning door in a certain way, you literally skip to the end. It's so bizarre that this stuff happens and that people find it. How's everyone doing? Oh yeah, that's not going to make any fucking difference whatsoever. None. Right, tentacles on you. I want you to tentacles her to reduce her stagger. You hear me? Do you hear me, Netzak? Tentacle Zhao like your life depends on it. Makes the games more interesting, in my opinion. There's one way to look at it. Sometimes people will find connections in art that the writer never intended, for better or worse. I remember... God, this is going to get... I'm not sure if this is an appropriate thing to mention here. Back at uni, I did a creative writing degree. I remember a massive argument between a couple of people. I think it was actually like a lecturer and two of the students about accountability in writing. Sorry, just give me a moment to work out what the hell I'm doing. It was about like accountability in writing. How much are people accountable for how the readers interpret and sort of respond to your work? Oh god, I don't even remember the context. But it was essentially that one of the students wanted to write something really sort of controversial, and the lecturer said, no, you can't, because people might take it the wrong way, and people might like be very upset about it and quite angry. I can't actually remember what it was. It was oh god, I really don't know if this is an appropriate thing to talk about here. It was a piece of fiction set during the Holocaust. And what the lecturer said was she shouldn't do it because writing fiction set during the Holocaust is tantamount to saying the Holocaust didn't happen, which is an insane take because no, it isn't. But that was what's kicked off the argument, and the student argued back, and another student sort of came in to take the lecturer's side, and it was basically saying, don't write this fiction because people are going to be very upset and very angry. And her argument was, but if the writing itself isn't sort of problematic in the content, then is she responsible for how people react to it? That was sort of where it roughly came from. And it always stuck with me because most people in the class seem to take the lecturer's side that you shouldn't write this sort of thing. But like, based on what I heard of what she had planned, it wasn't a controversial piece. It wasn't in any way denying the Holocaust. It was just a story set during it. And I thought they were all wrong for being against it. I mean, she wasn't. I think part of it was that she wasn't a particularly popular person in the class. She rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, and that's why a lot of them sided against her. I don't know if they would have. I honestly cannot remember what the story was about. I wasn't in the class. I'm here. I heard all of this secondhand. From a few different people, including her. But I don't remember what the story was about. But what I do remember is that I also, that same year, with that same lecturer, wrote a story. Yeah, I don't know if I should say this stuff. Oh god. that same lecturer for the same class, I wrote a story that was also about a controversial, also about a negative historical event, and he had no problem with it whatsoever. None. So I have no idea if it was this student in particular he didn't like, or the way she explained it, or just what the story was, because again, I don't know what the story was. But then again, mine was more a denial of the historical event than hers was. Mine was like a reimagining of what caused it, and I will not go into more detail. But hers, I think, based on what I was told, was just a story set during it. So it's bizarre to me, the double standards. But yeah, it's always sort of stuck with me as how responsible is the writer for how or the creator, the artist, whatever, for how their stuff is interpreted and responded to. It's just always been... I've always found it a fascinating sort of debate topic. But yeah. Anyway. I agree, you need to be careful and sensitive with subject matter like that, but it is in no way denial. Yep, I agree. I guess Marsha Forchuk-Skirpuch's trilogy about World War II from a child's perspective is problematic by their logic. Exactly. It shouldn't be. It isn't, but I don't know. Maybe she was saying that it in the story it didn't happen, but just by the way it was told to me, that wasn't the case. I feel like that would have been emphasized if that was actually the case. Anyway. How are they doing? 37. I'm going to go with Laughing Powder. Try and keep him up a bit longer. Okay. Sorry. I did that as a side thing so that if I ever decide to get rid of that, I can just cut out that section without cutting out an important part of the video. That's how unsure I was about whether I should be saying it at all. Fuck. You bastard. Nope, can't intercept it either. You flaming bugger. I think if stories were not meant to be said because some people are going to be upset, no one would be able to ever tell any story. But yeah, historical fiction is somehow a spiny subject. It's not my choice of literature. To be honest, not really mine either. I tend to prefer fantasy or sci-fi, something where the whole world can be created from scratch. But then again, I also like post-apocalyptic. But there aren't many post-apocalyptic stories I've read that I've liked. But I think that's more from the themes than the actual world building. Right, I need you to take advantage of the fact that she's not blocking with this one. Oh, she does have that. Oh well. Fucking scratch that then. Okay, Netzak's still standing, which means he is going to be able to reduce a load of stagger. Oh, yeah, Amane just popped. Fuck off, Miris! Why are you like this? Who hurt you? It was me. I hurt you. That's why you're like this. That's why you're doing it to me specifically. I feel personally attacked. Yeah, recover HP. We're going to bloody need that. Damn it! No, oh no, regret isn't on this one. Never mind. Yes. Dooby-dooby-doo. I've often wondered what you'd call a fictional setting that's basically like our world but is distinctly not set on Earth. It depends. Like, is it like humans but is not Earth? Or is it like Earth but not our Earth? Because if it's the second one, that's like an alternate universe, an AU type thing. If it's humans on another planet or whatever, then that would just be fantasy or sci-fi, depending on how fantastical or scientific it was, I'd say. As a fantasy appreciator, there aren't many I liked either. I don't care for romance, and unfortunately, fantasy is full of it nowadays. Let me recommend the best fantasy series I've ever read. Quick detour. It's a series, it's actually 2 series of 5 books. The first is called The Belgariad, which I'm going to quickly put in chat. And the second is called The Malorian. Might be Malorion, O-N at the end. But they are a series of... they're 5 books each by an American author called David Eddings. And the Belgariad... I won't, give any spoilers, but the Belgariad follows a character called Garion. And don't look into the Malorian because it has spoilers for what happens in the Belgariad. It's a sequel series. But yes. So yes, Garion is from the Belgariad and the Malorian. So yeah. Highly recommend them. Genuinely, like, I sound biased, but I genuinely love them. Humans on another planet, no fantastical or sci-fi elements. It would still be sci-fi if it's on another planet, even if it doesn't have, like... What I mean by fantasy or sci-fi, like fantastical or sciencey elements, is... just humans on another planet is sci-fi, just fundamentally. I would say. Maybe not. Yeah, it depends. Like, if there are magical elements of any kind, it becomes fantasy. I'd say if there aren't any magical elements at all, it's sci-fi, but that's just my interpretation. Then I would say Garion is not the name of a demon from Dante's Inferno, because that is a different name. Me getting slightly triggered by people equating names. Like, all those times people are like, but why'd you spell your username differently to your name? Why isn't it Garon? And it's like, well, for a start, there's a 1 in there, which is actually the I from Garion, but also, they're different names. Garion and Garon are different names. They're not the same name. They sound similar, but they're not the same name. Right, I need to fucking pop you, because you're pissing me off. What made you choose Garin instead of Garen? Just a better sounding name. Thanks for dropping by, Sucra. It started as a password, actually. Garion Reaver was a password. That's why there's a 1 in it. But then, years later, because I was using it as a password for years, and then when it was my... God, I think it was my 17th birthday? 17th or 18th birthday. A friend at school, I remember exactly... God, I'm delaying this because I'm terrified of how bad this is going to go. I was sat with some friends in a study room in 6th form at my school, and they were showing me Minecraft, and my friend goes, "Hey, isn't it your birthday in like 3 days? You're interested in Minecraft, I'm going to buy you an account. What would you like the username to be?" And the first thing that popped into my head, I had to decide right there, the first thing that popped in my head was Garion Reaver with a 1 instead of an I. And that was the first time I ever used Garion Reaver as a username. And it's been my username ever since. So that's where that came from. And if I could go back, I would have an I instead of a 1. But sadly, I can hear. Yes, get triggered, you fuck. Oh well. He's almost dead now. Funny how some names come to be. I had something similar with Skier in the sense that it was just as quick and almost instinctual. Yeah, the best names are. Right, I'm going to throw everything on her. He's going to die from that, even if it rolls minimum. And I'm hoping Netzak is going to tentacle the shit out of her stagger. Because I read that her stagger persists between modes. That's what I've read. I don't know if it's true, and I don't know if tentacles will count. But we're going to find out together. Why do you not have anything to play? Whatever, just shoot her. Shoot her for all I care. I think that's the last one for this. For context, I was procrastinating homework in high school to translate some ancient Greek literature, so I opened the dictionary at random and boom. Oh, is Skier a Greek word? Interesting. No. No. Okay. Alright. The two choices I have here are continue with Netzach and try and reduce her stagger as much as possible. Or switch to Binner and then have Netzach as the backup. The frickin' limping along, barely alive backup. Yep, that's what I just said, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go with the stagger.
비록 혼자여도 밤은
Demonetized! So I want to let that hit me. Okay, go for it. Oh, you fucker! Oh, the reverse scale fucking instant. Is it? She had plus fucking 4 throughout all that. Let me have a look. Next scene, it says, but she gained it. You fucking cheating bullshit game. I don't know what happened there, and I don't approve. Whatever, just pop her. I don't give a shit. As high as a mountain may be, it ultimately you aided me when I was blind, like a chance-drifting log that saved a sightless turtle. I think you and Binner would get along. Let me introduce you. Binner, could you do me a favour? Could you beat the shit out of this woman for me? If you can't, then I'm going to call in your big sister. Cheating. That's her name. Let us begin. My father calls me names. Spoiler warning. Not okay with this uniform, Lady Binner. Oh, damn, I meant to get Claim in chat dressed. Oh, well. So remember, if you want to have your pleb on Binner's floor, you can claim it in chat right now. Hope I don't have a tummy while running. Oh, tumble. Gotta start with the right foot first so I don't fall, right? Are you asking how to walk? Huh. That looks bad. I mean, nobody's hitting it. But... Durandal is wearing Eugen Keep Aid while also wearing a cute maid outfit. Indeed. Durandal is very talented. Alright, Durandal, see if you can fucking survive this shit, shall we? So, I need to let reverse scale hit. I don't know what it means by current dice cannot be recycled. Does that just mean, like, the few pages that say, like, oh, this dice is recycled? Or is it, like, about counter dice? I don't really know. I didn't even see him, but Durandal, the real one, was watching when Binner showed up. Of course he is. He's a fan. He loves her. Oh, yeah. Target draws a page. Ooh. Who could do with that? Durandal could do with that. Cool. Useful. Binner versus Zhao, indeed. Hey, Mast. Was it you who wanted a pleb on Binner's floor? Because we have claim in chat, ready and waiting, right here. The only thing good I can say about the difficulty of this game is at this point it's not a you have one chance, you lose, you inch ever closer to the bad ending. Yeah. Go. Get chained! I think she resisted those. Don't really know how. Yes, block with the plate. Durandal's almost dead. Oh no, Durandal started almost dead. Okay. So I've got to block this one. Their plate is made of titanium. It's a titani plate. Restores one light. No one is missing any light. I suppose can't all be winners. Emotional level is 0, so that's not particularly useful right now. I cannot remember what erosion is. Boom! Get pillared! Erosion is bonus damage on hit that decays at the end of scene. Oh, okay. Durandal! Hold on, Durandal! Eesh. Yeah. Oh, Durandal staggered. Oh, I thought this was going to be the mass attack turn. Perish with the heat. Da, 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 da. I think Durandal's dead. Give protection and stagger protect. That's not going to save Durandal. Who else is getting hit? Oh, you know, I'll give it to Binna because she's going to have to tank the reverse scale. No, I want to save that.
Is it Christmas?
I'm going to hold on to my light because I'm expecting the mass attack page any turn. God, Binna just looks really pissed. Like, she looks like smug about, oh, I'll reincarnate as a dragon. Hey, shouted that. Yeah, this is the last floor I have. I can't afford that. She'll just overwhelm whoever I put it on. Nope, still full light. Apart from Durandal, who's dead. I need to win it this time. Possible. Nope. Worth a try. Oh, his stagger filled to max. He was about to stagger. And died anyway, whatever. Is it not human desire to seek what remains of a cherished one, even if their fragments are all that there is to be found? Oh. Ooh. Still, I'm not making enough headway here. Oh, there's no strength to gain in this one. Can you use it on yourself? No. Does she have a mass attack? She does, doesn't she? I've just not seen it. Don't really know how to handle this. Luke has 1 hit point left and 22 burn. So this is Luca's last turn. Oh yeah, true. Alright. Boom! I think Dinner's gonna die from the fire anyway. Stagger from the fire. Bye bye. Claim in chat. Oh no, she didn't stagger, but she is on her own. Everyone forgets Lu Pao. I didn't. Did I? Oh, did I mistime the reverse scale? Alright, at this point, I'm going to cheat. So, because I'm not going to win this one. And, yeah, that's frustrating. Sorry, just give me a moment. Whoops. Excuse me, sorry, I've got this cough. Fucking mass summation. Yeah, no, that is the right thing to do here. Alright. Binna, who has stood and watched her entire team get wiped out. Blood staining her cloak as she has it wrapped serenely around her. She looks out from the grand wall on which she somehow stands at the burning wreckage of the battle below. And she says, "I'm tired of you now." And thus was she staggered. And so Binna unleashed her fury at random. Was this? Oh, right, okay. Her fury let forth for all to see as black pillars spawned from the air and struck. The fire that wreathed around Binna seemingly unaffecting her. Even as she continued to disgorge attack after attack. There was nothing Zhao could do to stand against this impossible onslaught. By the way, this is how I feel when they pull bullshit on me. And although it seemed time and time again that Binna should be dying from the fire, she just brushes it off. And it has no effect upon her. God, I was fucking miles off completing this. Like, even with her being almost constantly staggered, this is still taking a year and a half to do. Finally, I can rest without regret, knowing that you'll find yourself something. Disable cheats. Well, that was a bastard of a fight, And I'm glad it's done, and that I don't have to do it again. So we've got Book of Zhao, Potential Colour, Memory-Fueled Emotions, Iron Lotus, boost pierce damage by 1 when attacking target with 20 burn. They all got emotions. Some got Iron Lotus as well. They all got memory emotions. Alright. In the end, Zhao has become a book. She didn't break down like the other kid with the power did, at least. I was actually amazed by how unswerving her dedication could be. Lost deep in thought again? What is it this time? I've been thinking about the distinctions between ego and the distortion after watching Philip and Zhao. The two were similar yet different. They clearly had some things in common, but the contrast was apparent as well. Really? Tell me your thoughts then. I think there is something that can restrain one from reaching the point of the distortion. They both had highly unstable emotions, enough to touch the threshold of manifesting ego or distortion, and those emotions had a similar nature. Egoism. As in the mindset of only caring about your own interest? That's it. The two interpreted that same selfishness in disparate ways, however. Because that selfish mind had the potential to change the self, the two were able to take a form resembling ego, albeit incompletely. Philip's mindset was flawed even in his awakening, however. He still had distrust in the back of his mind. I think Zhao had the same problem too. She didn't look like she had full conviction at the start. It took some time for her to make up her mind. That's where the two differ, as far as I can see. It had something to do with the voices only they could hear, I believe. The voices, huh? Indeed. Philip's mind was in such a vulnerable state even Oswald's words could crack him. I don't know what the disembodied voice told... blah, 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 blah. You okay, Angela? Shut up. I don't know what the disembodied voice Pluto told Philip to pay close attention to said, or if the voice really was the last straw that broke him. But I could speculate a little based on what we saw of Zhao. She didn't give in to the voice whispering to her. Instead, her will solidified further. And she managed to fully manifest her own ego. Right. She was able to resist the voice's snare. I wonder why she could. I reckon it's because she was being selfish, but not for her, if that makes sense. Like, Philip was a very selfish person in that, like, oh, I was rejected. It must be because she's sleeping with the old married man we work for. Whereas Zhao is like, yeah, my husband died here, and I'm going to beat the shit out of anyone who stops me from recovering his body. You know, there is a difference there. They're both being selfish, but they're both selfish in different ways. She was selfish to show respect to someone else. He was selfish because he didn't respect anyone else. It might be what she said when she first came here, the precious things and whatever. All the things that motivate humans to live, to be precise. I guess it's not something that could be pinned down to one specific element. Each person cherishes different things. Maybe ego is the thing that keeps one from crossing the line of the distortion. It's like walking a tightrope. You know, like there was a circus thing, but the name escapes me. One wrong step and you crash to the ground. I suppose you're right, Roland. It's weird, though. It can't be possible to make any change with just willpower in this world. That's not how the city works. I mean, you did just see a giant... and by the way, of all the things in this game, I take the issue most with the will of the city. Because that's like, yes, just a load of people being shit spontaneously generated a machine that can somehow see the future. And it's like, that sort of undermines a lot of what the library is about. But Oh no, there was also the what was it? The river of the well of. Oh, I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, that was the joke I was going for, Mast. Because they just mentioned Oswald and he couldn't remember his name. The well of it wasn't just the well of ego. What was it? The well of, I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, so there was that sort of thing, and there are lots of other things that don't seem to that seem to suggest self-determination through willpower is a self-manifestation is a thing in this world regardless of the library, and that they just found a way to harness it a lot more. Sorry, there's a car just spying on outside my window. I don't know. I still don't like the will of the city. I'm hoping there's more to it because I'm displeased with how that was resolved. Maybe the world is about to change then. It's not as simple as that. If this power really has the potential to shift the ecology of the city, the head could take action at any time. Even if the head does intervene, it won't make a difference. We'll simply greet them as guests like any other. Oh, that's cool. Impuritas Civitatis. The impure city? Impure civilians? The 6 civilians? I don't know. I don't know what that translates to. Scene 7. And the reason I'm living is only because I'm looking for what I have lost. Oh, that's really pretty. That is so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Look at them. She looks so happy. And he looks gloomy. You know what, Roland? I've been feeling ecstatic these days. The memories are fading. You mean the harsh memories of working in that awful corporation? Yes. Thank you for bringing them up. Those cruel times. The things I didn't want to see are becoming faint. The things I didn't want to remember are melting away. When I close my eyes, the moments that come to remembrance are 3 or 4 days ago, not 1 million years in the past. They are the times of my own, claimed through my own choice. And the flow of time is faster than ever for me. I'm no longer shackled to the fetter of perceiving the hours 100 times slower than humans do. I feel happier with each new day, you know? I've never seen you looking so happy before. What do you think of the city and its people that are breaking down because of the distortion, though? Fuck them all. I mean, that I can't quite receive with a smile. Still, the despicable man who had me locked up for 1 million years would fall to despair if he saw what's happening now, and that just fills me with joy. Yes, he'll endlessly despair, burning in hell where he belongs. His idiotic and flawed plan caused more people to wallow in agony. He's going to pay his price in full soon enough. I'm going to dig him up, and then I'm just going to poke him with a sharp stick. Where will I get such a sharp stick, you wonder? Oh, would you look at that? A sharp stick has appeared in my hand, waiting for me. I'm going to practice my A and poking skills. Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, about this revenge you're trying to get. Are you going to bring down the whole city at the end of it? Bring down? No, I told you my aim before. I will become free along with the librarians. On top of that, the abnormalities that are wandering inside this library lacking a physical form will be able to leave, and they can run amok. And it'll be, think of all the people who are going to horribly die to melting lava and the mountain of bodies. It'll be the largest mountain in the world. Garnering strength by devouring powerful individuals, the abnormalities would roam the city as they like. You know, that's literally the thing I just said. Hey, are you going to do this? No, not at all, but I'm definitely going to do it. That's what my plan is. I'm setting them free to do whatever they want. And they'll leave a mark deeper than any distortion could on the city. Sorry, did I misread this? Are you going to bring down the city? No. Bring down? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to destroy it. The one absolute and perfect book should be the guide to teach me how to do it all. Yeah, you've got the same ideas as the blue sicko out there, huh? The two of you would make wonderful partners in crime. Very glad he didn't say a wonderful couple. You're wrong. There's a world of difference. I've no interest in the beauty the distortions or abnormalities can arouse. I simply want them to live as they wish, whether they're beautiful or unsightly. I want freedom. I want freedom for everybody to die screaming in agony. How is that so wrong? Besides, even if the blue reverberation's intentions were similar to mine, I would never give away my precious possession to a man like that. So you just want to feel the joy of vengeance, whatever the consequences of your actions may be. Oh! Hello, Kettle! I'm Black Silence. How's it going? That's what I must do. I was forced to witness countless deaths while reciting a script like a promptress. Such things are all I could watch and learn. I have to do what I can do well. It's the only thing I know how to do. I have to feel joy as I witness the fall of the plan devised by the man I love, yet hate. Even though it's not enjoyable to see the city and its people suffer because of me, I still have to feel happy. I'm obliged to. It's what I've been waiting for, until now. If I don't do this, I won't be compensated for the million years of lone suffering. Nowhere else would I be repaid. Sorry, is she going to destroy a city because of Gambler's fallacy? I still long for vengeance. However, forget it. I could spend all day thinking it over, but I'd reach the same conclusion regardless. I'll find the one book at all costs and make my wish come true. If there is a next time, then it might be nice to have someone else to think about it together, rather than just grappling with it alone. I suppose that's not a bad idea. And then, as I previously said, I want to travel around the world. It'll certainly be fun. Once I've laid down all the burdens, of course, and most of the city. Alright, let's give that plan some good thought after we've done with everything. How is he okay with this? Like, is this just because of his, like, nihilistic depression? That he's like, you don't want to destroy the city, do you? Oh yes, I'm going to see it all collapse into screaming agony. Well, maybe we can think about that another time. Let's just put that on the shelf for now, and we'll come back to that later. The passive cost has been increased to 12. Oh, shit. I can barely cope with it at 10. He can't really do anything to stop her, so he's just drifting along. He's not trying to convince her to stop. Like, he can talk to her. He's convinced her. Like, he's talked to her before. Right. So, Mars, you want this one, do you? What would you like to be called? If you put in chat what you'd like to be called while I'm naming you. Oh, damn, it's a range page. Oh, well. It's still good. So, what do you want to be called? If you give me the name. Mast Flank 123. Okie dokie. You strike me as a redhead. With or without the capital. Yes, I reserve the right to design people as I wish. I don't let people design themselves. Okie dokie. Maybe a bit taller. What you say when you enter victory cry. Death cry. On a kill. Death cry, death cry. And on ally death. Cool. Look at my team of maids. Oh, it's so nice. And... oh, look, there's only one thing here. Yan Zhao and Purple Tear. Is this going to be Argyle? I feel like it is. Oh, actually, sorry, I need to burn some Zhao. Nothing else to get from that one. Okay, Mars, TMI. Right. Okay, I will check this stuff out. Sorry, is that reverse scale I saw? No. Thought I saw the image of the... there. Yeah, I think that's the one that used to be reverse scale. Anyway. Let me have a quick snoopy at Zhao. Melee hit, inflict burn, force of a wildfire. Manifest ego. Oh wow, that's cool. I mean, Malkuth is definitely getting that one. Right. But I'll do that another time. Let's go have a look at this thing. Ooh. Okay. Mirine. I trust that you've read the report in advance. Hana Association will officially be in full charge of the matters regarding the library from now on. Oh, this is the Hana Association. I thought that was your sword for a minute. To think that the library will become a star of the city and become a Hana target. Your predictions were right, Director Mirine. Mirine. I know your name. Harold, you won't survive here for long if you can't figure this much. Your thoughts must be complicated right now, Olivia. Who could have known that my old friend would be found in the library after going missing? You unbotched your job because of that, right? That's that, and this is this. Ha. 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 It's what I used to say all the time.
좋아.
Good. We have one purpose. To thoroughly examine the relationship between the distortion phenomenon and the library. All conflicts are allowed in the process. The library is a star of the city that shines over us now. There are still many ambiguous points in their connection. Someone's got to observe the causality, and that someone's us. The library continues to grow in strength, devouring pretty much anything and everything that enters. It's so fierce it could consume our city at this rate. That's why we should figure out how the library functions as well. To start off, let's recap the current circumstances. The southern branch of the Liu Association seems to be reeling from the shock of losing its most prominent fixers to the library. His voice in the General Assembly will be small for a while. Then I suppose the southern branch of the Liu is being extremely passive at the moment, trying to avoid retaliation from the Thumb? Not exactly. The Thumb is suffering from the same problem. They lost their underboss, who was stationed in L-Corp's nest, as well as a number of competent capos, so it's likely they got knocked out of the strife too. Which means the only sizable threat remaining in L-Corp's nest is... Yes, it's them. And the library unveiled itself as the fog surrounding L-Corp's nest cleared away. The blue reverberation. No, the reverberation ensemble set up camp around it, preventing anyone else from approaching. And they're generating a concerning number of distortions from there. Who knows what they're up to at the base, in that base of theirs. The blue reverberation. Judging by his recent actions, he can no longer be considered a fixer. He's leading a dangerous syndicate, at least on the level of a star of the city. He's gone mad ever since he lost his sister. Not that I can understand how he must have felt. The pianist left an indelible, twisted mark on the city that day. So how is this workforce going to be distributed? I'm holding my crystal. It's my computer crystal. I play Tetris on it. For starters, us at Section 3 will be focusing on the library. Stop playing Tetris. The objective is to retrieve as many books as possible from the library itself and secure distortions from the nest. And I'd like you to send an official request to all Grade 1 officers for chasing down the blue reverberation. Sections 1 and 2 have other things to do, I assume? You said Section 1 was dealing with the blue reverb and Section 2 is after the 8 chefs, right? You've got it. Furthermore, I received news that Section 1 was annihilated while pursuing the blue reverberation. They dispatched the Vermilion Cross, a colour, to join the operation too. That can't be. All of them are gone. I can't fathom the strength the blue reverberation has. And Section 2 sent a report saying the 8 I keep reading that as chiefs. Chefs have already disbanded. 7 of the chefs were found cooked when they arrived at the site, to be exact. The chefs were all mutilated badly. It was nigh impossible to recognize them. What about the last one? Gone missing. Did they betray their peers and cook them? That probably isn't the case. While what happened does appear to be something the 8 chefs would do, their favoured type of table service was full-course meals, not a buffet. I mean, obviously, when you're going to murder all of your friends and then cook them, obviously you would do it the way you always have. Why would you... Why you're not going to change the way you cook just because you're eating your friends? Think clearly, Harold. Based on this evidence, which suggests interference from outside, the Association HQ is considering to make an official announcement that the star has fallen. The prime question would be who's behind the dissolution of the 8 chefs. Could it be? Indeed. Section 2 speculates the reverberation ensemble might be the culprit. The blue reverb might be plotting schemes beyond the association's assumptions. Oh, that's pretty. I love the art in this game. Multiple incidents of abnormal scale are happening across the southern quarter of the city. There have been worse events in the past, but the frequency and convolution of this situation is unprecedented. Every association is in a state of emergency, including ours. According to the 7 Association, the southern branches of Tress Association and Sync Association also suffered losses of important members due to distortions.
그쪽이라면
Over there, the Blood Red Knight and Lahur Dilup must have been responsible for those.
모두 급속도로
Both of
위험성이
those have risen in threat level significantly, not to mention the puppeteer.
게다가 어제의 약속은
Moreover, yesterday's promise is apparently capable of teleportation with such ease that it puts W Corp's singularity to shame. And you don't even have to sit on a train for 70 gajillion years.
모두 개인이 품을 힘이
None of those are powers that an individual should be allowed to possess.
뒤틀림은
The distortion is defying what the city has stood for until now. It's changing the atmosphere of the city.
그런데도 머린 별다른
Was the head doing nothing about it despite that?
무서울 정도로
They've been eerily quiet. Or rather, our higher-ups could be intentionally withholding information on the head's activity.
미리네 부장.
Director Marine, is it possible that we might take our hands off the library depending on the circumstances?
아니
No. We've been ordered to go to the library, in fact. In order to control the situation, we need unambiguous information about the powers of the library and its intentions. We have Section 4 to help us place a lockdown on Nest L. We can't let the distortions created by the Reverberation Ensemble leave the area.
그럼 도서관
Did the powers that be determine that us, Section 3, would be enough to take care of the library? If it doesn't work out, then that's the end of the line for us. It also means there's nothing more we can do about it. And if that happens, the library will mark its presence on the sky next to the other stars as one of the freest beings in the city.
누구는 사무실에 묶여 철야 작업을 하고 있는데 말이야.
While the everyman is working overnight, restrained to the office desk.
어쨌든 다들 준비하면
Anyway,
돼.
get ready to move. What a weird moment to say that. It's like, this thing is killing people and growing vastly out of control, could consume the city, and some people are working 9 to 5 fucking jobs, man. Seriously. God, that is so unfair. Those people want to be out there murdering as well, but no, they have to put food on the table. The library doesn't have to put food on the table. Director, can we talk for a moment after the meeting is over?
이야기 좀 할 수 있.
도시에서 가장 자유로운 존재가 된다니.
Okay, what a weird time to cut that off.
나지 않네.
To become the freest being in the city is not quite sinking in.
그래.
Looks like your goal is almost within reach.
맞아.
That's right.
거의 다
I'm
왔어.
almost there.
그래서
That makes
더
it feel even
실감이
less
되는
real.
거야. 하나 협회가
We've been
이곳으로
through so
찾아올
many
정도로.
things, and now the Hana Association is coming here.
그곳은 해결사 협회 중에 제일 큰 곳이라고 했지?
You said the Hana Association is the largest among the Fixer associations, right?
맞아.
Yep. Like I said some time ago, the Hana Association is the institute that grants permits to officers and grades fixers. I maybe used to work there. They also adjust the threat level of incidents in real time and let everyone know. And the Hana Association sometimes takes matters into its own hands to strike down stars of the city, just like now. You'll be seeing them often, since they'll keep sending people here as long as we're a star of the city in all likelihood, until we've killed every single one of them.
이상하네.
Strange.
뭐가?
What is?
별거 아니야.
Nothing.
큰
We have
손님이
important
왔으니까
guests to greet,
준비나 제대로
so just
해줘.
make sure to be prepared. She has noticed that he hasn't reacted.
환영합니다, 손님.
Greetings, dear guests.
그거 알아?
Did you know the library is visible from anywhere in L Corp's nest now?
무슨 말씀이죠?
What do you mean?
도서관을 지켜주는
The mist that
안개가
protects the
거의
library is
걷었어.
almost gone,
곧
which means it'll become possible to demolish the whole library from the outside soon. You can fucking try, mate.
그러니 여러
So you better start making backup plans.
자, 악수.
Smirk.
난
Here,
하나
let's shake
협회
hands.
남부지부 삼과
I'm
부사
Marine, Director of
미리네요.
Section 3 of the Hana Association's Southern Branch.
손님과 악수하는 건
This is my first
처음이네.
time shaking hands with a guest.
도시의 별이라면
You become a star of the
앞으로
city,
하나
which
협회와
means you'll be
잘
seeing our
볼 수 있게
association frequently from now on.
너무 싱겁게
Please don't fall too
오해를
easily for us
말아줘.
now. Although if you don't fall easily, I will be dead.
다들
Go ahead and shake her hand, everybody.
하나 협회
I'm
남부지부과
Harold,
해결사.
a fixer from Section 3 of the Hana Association Southern Branch. I like Tetris. Olivia,
올리비에다.
a fixer from Section 3 of the Hana South.
저도
I hope to be greeting you for a long time, smiley face.
올리비에
Olivia, you can go back now, seeing as you've met the owner of the library face to face.
이제 이과 사람들이
The person at
그렇잖아?
Section 2, the people at Section 2 are expecting you.
그러지.
Got it.
무슨 꿍꿍이죠?
What is the meaning of this, pouty face? No need to be sensitive. I brought Olivia here so he could get a handshake from you. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, did they just sample her DNA or something? That's why the others shook her hand, to make it seem less obvious. Oh, interesting. They're trying to work out what she is, because they can't tell whether she's a robot anymore. Or they suspect, they've heard she's a robot because that has been going around, and they're hoping to get the head involved by saying, "Hey, there's a AI here. Go get him. Go get him." I'll see myself out. You think we've come here with a carefree attitude? No need to worry about us underestimating you. We didn't come here without a countermeasure, you see. Since you're a star of the city and we're fixers of Hannah Association, we should treat you with due respect. Prepare yourself. A star of the city is going down tonight. Understood. May you find your book in this place. Interesting. That one looks creepy and manic. Interesting. Interesting. Hello, Heart of Aspiration. Welcome. Interesting. My girl Harold is inhaling helium. I just really like the taste. Interesting. Looks like I joined an exciting lore moment. I can assume it's been going well today. Oh, no, it went terribly. I had to cheat. Look at all those idiots lined up. Garen, you voice Harold like she has a big lollipop in her hand and a propeller hat. What a vision. I think it's an underrated look. You could spin it and then just goes, woo! Fuck is wrong with me? Anyway. Right, where was I? Sorry. Just catching up on chat, because I don't read chat during those, it throws me off. Right. Gain 4 special combat pages that benefit the user for the scene they used. Only one of the 4 trigram pages can be played per scene. And once a 4 trigrams pages... Trigram. Do they deliberately try and come up with the words that sound... that are the hardest to say repeatedly? Prescript. Trigram. And it's just... God, it's just designed to kill my voice. Gain 4 special pages that benefit the user. Only one can be played per scene. And once it's used, it can't be reused until they've all been utilized. So it seems they go through 4 phases. Interesting. Brace up. Interesting. Gain a speed. If speed is 7 or higher, all dice gain power. Give 1 protection to all allies. Wow. Whoa! Fuck me! That's just everything. Are they all built the same? Whoops! Sorry, I right-clicked. Oh, right-clicked again. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. How did Olivia... Don't answer this. How did Olivia know the Roland was there from these books? because no one knows Roland's there. No one knows Roland. And yet, he was like, ah, that's where my friend is. Interesting. That one Hannah Association nugget looking like a psycho. By the way, we have one pleb remaining. We've got Hockmer's pleb. It's the last pleb in the game, I think, to claim. So if you want to claim a pleb and you don't have one, there is Hockmer's one, and I believe that is the last one in the game. Right. Yeah, you're built on you. Alright, I'm going to try Binner's floor. What a strange place I've ended up seeing. Is that how they steal the strength of the guests that have come here? What a strange place I've ended up seeing. Anyways, I expect us to see each other often from now on, so no... Ha. Interesting. These people seem to have a very odd perspective of time and causality. Interesting. Right, I think I need to pop away for a moment. Oh yeah, Durandal's not looking healthy. I like how both Hum and Mast refer to Binner as Lady Binner. That's nice. And then Durandal gets called names by his father. Right, I need to quickly go see if I can draw the cat in, because I failed before the stream and it's been a couple of hours. I just need to go check on him because I don't like to leave him outside for extended periods like that, so I'll be back in just a moment. Oh, it's too hot. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. It's way too bloody hot outside right now. It's melting my own head. God, it's hot up here. Bloody hell. God. Like, as soon as I approach my office, I just feel this wall of heat hit me. Ah. Okay. Okay, right. Gion, gain strength, deal 2 more damage. Gam, restore a light. Re, draw a page. And I can't see those. Re and Gam. So there's Gion, Gam, Re, and I don't know what the last one is. Pippin came in, by the way. I went out the front door because he's been sleeping in like the neighbour's garden out the front. And as I start across the drive, he just like freezes because he was on his way in and also halfway across the drive when I spotted him. So I sort of scared him a little. Right. Godspeed. Show me the way to go home. They're all starting off at 4 light. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I say. Damn, I forgot I gave everyone rapid gashes. Piss. God, Binner's such a badass. Nice work. Oh, I forgot to check Luca's support card. Hello, Pippin. Hello, little fluffy cat. Oh. Oh, my toe. Ow. Protection and stagger protect. Oh, I'll see what they're doing first. You fucker. I've got a cat rubbing against my toes and it's very nice. You're so soft, Pippin. I think he's considering biting them. Alright, I'm going to give this to Binner because she's going to have a one-sided attack coming in. Eesh. Very nasty one-sided attack. Took a bit of a gamble on the range one being able to get through. Oof! Oh! Bugger. Oh no, I think... Oh no, one of theirs popped. I thought one of ours popped. I've got to do what I can. It's going to be over soon. Hang in there, everybody. Should be fine for now, I'm sure. Oh, did I get a Book of Hannah? Cool. Yeah, let's roll that fucking dice, Durandal. Draw a page. That is a really good support. Support thing. Yeah, I think he needs the page. Ooh. Really, fuck all I can do about that. God damn. Eek. Eek, I say. That did nothing. That did a lot. Or did some, I guess. That did some. One staggered. No! Sorry, I can't be too upset. I've got a cat rubbing my feet right now. And he's being very friendly because he's been out for a while and he missed us. No! So frilly! Can I have their uniform? Why do you want their uniform? What are you going to do with it? It's got hearts on it. Do you really want their uniform? Only a few more to go. Restore light or give strength. Oh, well. Totally fucking doing that then, aren't I? It's for my collection. I collect maid uniforms, but only worn ones. They have to be worn. If they're not worn, I don't want them. Okay, no judgment here, man. You can like whatever you like. put that on there just in case it isn't enough. Oh, two of them blocked it. Two of them got bloody exactly blocked. I knew we weren't strong enough on our own. Let me wear their clothes instead, please. I want to make sure this guy's dead. Nice. Nice. Suppose it's time to go. Why did she use degraded shockwave? Whatever. This is nearing the end. Yay, can I get changed now? Okay, I didn't clock that there was a second act. Shit. Yeah, I don't think I'm ready for the second act. Marine. Hana for all, when gaining strength, endurance, protection, or stagger protection through combat page, give the same to a random other ally. If the character took damage from attacks in the previous scene, change their resistances. Oh, to endure. God damn. Augury kick. True trigram formation. Interesting. All dice gain 1 power. Gain 2 protection and stagger protect. Restore 1 light and draw 2 pages. Okay, I'll try. Director Marine, should we get started? Don't worry, man, we'll finish this job and make it out alive, unlike those 5 people who just died here. Anyways, I expect to see each other often from now on, so nice to meet you. I hope you'll be able to demonstrate your abilities to the fullest. The distance is close, let's observe their behavior first. Not okay with this uniform, Lady Binner. Okay. God, would it just be a dick move to just drop 2 mass things on them straight away? Strength. Excuse me. Fuck me. Oh no. Ah. Here we go. Not a great roll. Much better roll. And then no one could block that. Boom! That one's almost staggered. Now it's staggered. Good work, Durandal. Nice, Durandal. Almost staggered that one as well. Oh, that's actually a pretty good bet. Why were we missing someone? Oh, he died in the first one, that's why. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sticking it all on Binner. Store light or strength. God damn. God, we're really fast. Oh, because of haste. Yeah, why not? Is that going to be enough? 14. Yeah, that should be enough. It was. Now sinking to everlasting quietude. Ooh, Binner's not looking healthy. Try to stay composed. Yeah, we'll be defeated at this rate. I said composed. Oh, his Tetris computer's turned into a fist. Oh, I see. That's their tech. Adaptable weapons. Like it can empower a kick, or it can turn into a spear or a fist. That's really cool. Okay, how are we doing on this? Harold, I can kill. Marine, I need to leave alive a bit longer. Damn, come on you two. Damn, I really wanted a mass attack. They'll just go down smooth right now. Binner has 6 power. I think that's from this one. So she's low on health, but really high power. Oh no, because, yeah, and the endurance as well. That's where that's from. Ooh. So she's going to get extra light from this one, I think. That's those two dealt with. $27. Nice. Oof. That didn't go as well as I hoped. One more down. I'm very good at eating my food. Try to stay composed. We're gonna die! Sorry, that one might have been a bit loud and a bit high. God, they are... like, they're not doing well, are they? Yeesh. Sorry, one moment. Sorry, I'll be right with you. Just closing my curtains. Spraying myself with water, you know. Ah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how Binner is healed. Let me check what she does have. I've no idea how Binner has healed. Oh, because of tilted scale, of course. Nice. God, he's a durable little prick. Sorry, she. You said Harold is a she. Staggered, good. Marina is also almost staggered. Nice. 1 hit point. Durandal fucking did 100 damage. Bloody hell, Durandal. We didn't come here without a plan. Interesting that she says that when her allies die. I reckon they have some sort of revival tech. Like time manipulation, maybe? And I reckon that's why it says posture check. Actually, my posture's not bad. I was just about to spray myself with some more water. Oh, that feels nice. That's why they're all like, oh, we're going to see a lot of each other. Is engulfing all that it comes across stronger than I thought? I'm very good at eating my food. Alright. Oh, you can't distort a blade. Damn, 9! 9 power. 9 cost, sorry. Sorry, I'm gonna let him take a bit of the brunt here. %100% on Marine as well. Staggered. Yeah, get your revenge, Alright, who's going to deal the finishing blow? Durandal? No, it should be Hum. Hum has earned this. A desire doesn't come without the risk of losing one's own. That went well. Hannah Association. 1 Herald and 1 Marine. I thought I'd see him in person, but my expectation was off. Oh, so he does recognize him. Is there someone you know among them? I was thinking I might have to face an old friend of mine. Good thing I didn't. By the way, it looks like the situation out there is worse than I imagined. Even the Hannah Association is making a big deal. Could the city be breaking down? No, I don't think you have to worry about that. The city carries on somehow. As long as the head stands, the city's nature won't change. What does the head do exactly? It's shrouded in layers of secrecy, so no one knows in detail. A corp, the wing directly run by the head. A corp, the wing directly run by the head, does stuff like managing patents, minting, and authorizing wings on the surface. It's in control of all the important factors that make the city breathe, basically. And they seek out anyone plotting to overthrow the city and uproot them. That makes the head one of the wings, at least ostensibly. The head, the eye, and the claw directly manage and run A Corp, B Corp, and C Corp, respectively. Through arbiters and claws? How'd you know about that? The research facility the Red Mist used to be part of fell because of the head. To protect her colleagues, Callie killed the arbiter in the claws before succumbing to injuries herself. I can only guess that she fought with all her strength to save those behind her to the last breath, and I suppose that is something that could never be replicated. I can kind of picture how that would have looked. Well, going back to where I was, when the city determined something to be an impurity of the city... Oh, that's what, impurity of the city, that's what Imparitas Civilias, or what it was, whatever it was. They'll send arbiters, beholders, and claws to try and get rid of it. Was their research an impurity to the city? Something about that story doesn't sit well with me, though. I heard it from Hod and asked her the same question. An arbiter paid a visit to a small laboratory in the outskirts? Not even inside the city? That's the part I don't get. As the other librarians likely have said to you, she is telling you the truth. Though I don't know the reason either. Is the head staying quiet at the moment because they deemed the current state of the city to be acceptable? I guess. It's not like they've had, not like we've had a visitor from the head. The head coming to the library. I'm curious how it will turn out. Sure, you want to draw as much attention as possible if you want to live long. Interesting. Interesting. Why? It's not a question that's occurred to me before. Why would the head care? Because it's not the sort of thing that's, like, you're given reason to doubt why they would care about a library on the edge. That was after Carmen, but before Angela? I assume that was before Angela. Alright, burn some books first. was before Angela. So it couldn't have been because of the AI thing. Cool. Celestial Spear after image. Half the number of status ailments on self. Okay. Weird. I do like her look. I don't like her hair very much, but I like the outfit. Interesting. Ah, the final episode. Seriously? Okay. The final episode of both of them. But we still have a Hockma pleb that needs claiming. Harold and Marine. Luca, watch what you're saying. Luca. I know you're trying to be cryptic, but don't. Because it's dangerously close to spoilers and I don't want you making that judgment call. Okay? Last warning, because it's been going on for a while. Right, I think I'll read a little bit of credenza, but my throat's already struggling from today, so I'll read a bit of credenza and then call it a day. See if we can finish off Star of the City, but I doubt it. Right, read those. No, I haven't read any of these. Or those. Low Association is a battle-oriented fixer association specializing in all-out combat. We receive requests from wings and fight great battles for them. Some may see the Lou's fighting style as old-fashioned, but we get frequent requests from those who want strong-willed and determined warriors. Most requests that come our way aren't complicated. 9 out of 10 are resolved by simply marching towards enemies and defeating them in battle. Doesn't require specific strategies or certain personnel. We're the Lou, the association that solely exists for war. That doesn't mean war is the only type of request we accept. After all, a fixer is free to take any request. The catch is that all requests must be reported to the Hanna Association after you deal with them. The report must include the details of the request, the client info, how the case was resolved, and any other relevant information. Once the report has been submitted, Hanna Association will assess the performance of the office and its fixers and evaluate them for promotion or demotion. That's how the grades of officers and fixers are updated. Therefore, a fixer's grade doesn't necessarily correlate with strength. One last thing I'd like to add is that there is a line fixers shouldn't cross. A fixer may advertise themselves or their office to get more requests, but they should not threaten people to give requests to them. This is an area handled by the Hanna Association and the OIFI Association, a specialist in dealings and transactions. Of course, associations shouldn't have to worry about running out of requests in the first place. Zhao was a cold person who wouldn't easily show her feelings. Even though the Lu consists of those who only face forward and never express any emotion in battle, Zhao was especially hard-edged above the rest. I came to wonder if she was capable of possessing emotions at all. I love her so much. Her tone was dry in the most upsetting situations, and she seemed apathetic to the loss of several colleagues, never showing her emotions in response to anything, but thoroughly looking after herself. That was my impression of Zhao. I thought the path Zhao was walking was completely different from mine. We disagreed on every aspect, from strategies to personalities. I thought my relationship with her would stay a formal relation between two co-working directors of an association, and then we got married. I don't remember when and how we got so close to each other. I couldn't be bothered to push away the person who naturally came to my side. We started spending more time together outside of work. People intersect one another somehow. Especially after a few drinks. I mean, what? Though I have no clue how our paths managed to converge. Or what about the paths led them to cross. One thing I can say for certain is that our relationship isn't a superficial bond between two directors. We need each other because we cherish each other, not the other way around. Can you really call it love if you only cherish your significant other because you need something out of them? At the very least, I don't think of Zhao as an object of exploitation nor gratification. However, I know that preaching love is utterly meaningless in this city. A fixer should never be carried away by emotion. I know well that a person at a position as high as mine should be extra careful. I've seen countless fixers who brought private matters to the official grounds only to meet undesirable results. The moment you get swayed by something you cherish, you lose yourself. You neglect your own safety. When a human, a creature that always puts itself above all else, loses their edge because of what they hold dear and places higher priority on it over their own life, the consequences will be grim in any case. Knowing this, I decided to remind ourselves of one thing when we plighted our troth. Whatever happens to each other, we won't put ourselves at risk. As I thought, Zhao agreed plainly and rightly. I could trust in Zhao, and I was glad to have this person as my lifelong partner. It was reassuring to know that Zhao wouldn't throw her own life away if I ever died. Focus on my own survival even in a mortal peril. Perhaps my heart has grown stronger since I met her. Having her next to me was always a great help at that point. Lol respects women. The Lu is an association that specializes in warfare. We work for the single goal of victory, compared to all those other people who sort of go for victory and other shit. However, victory isn't necessarily won in battle. The ideal course of action begins by identifying the reason the enemy intends to fight in the first place. Next, we break their will. Only then will we launch an attack on enemy forces. Even when war is inevitable, we mustn't hope for victory after starting the war. Secure a path to victory before engaging in warfare. The Lu engages in battles that are already won. With a strategy that is fated to lead us to triumph, we face enemies that are fated to lose. In other words, we don't participate in a war that cannot be won. Blindly charging into the fray isn't always the path to victory, and while strategizing allows you to look ahead and see where victory lies, it doesn't ensure you will reach it. Therefore, it is crucial to assess the strength of the ally and the condition of the enemy before you determine if you should advance or retreat. It's up to the director of each section, our leaders basically, to decide what to prioritize and what to discard. For instance, Director Lowell is extremely cautious. He's not hesitant to retreat and reorganize his forces if there's a slight disadvantage. On the other hand, Director Zhao tends to push forward as long as there is an opportunity to count on. But she isn't reckless about it. She designs elaborate strategies that will overcome the odds. Director Lowell's choices aren't always wise, and Director Zhao's choices don't always result in a smooth victory, but the two work their hardest within their abilities. Outside of weapons and martial arts, the most important thing that provides us with protection is our clothing. It might look like a fancy suit with gold decorations at first glance, but you know how a fixer's attire is no ordinary clothing. It's mandatory for people working in relatively higher sections to wear clothing adorned with the Moonlight Stone, M-Corp Singularity. Of course, Lu doesn't have the exclusive right to use it, so you can see it on the clothing of other fixers and syndicate members too. The Moonlight Stone emits a golden glint, just like the moon, and you can either gild your clothes with it or make ornaments out of it. It's really pretty. The Moonlight Stone mitigates or shuts off psychological affliction induced from all kinds of mental attacks, pressure, interference and all that. Whether it's caused by seeing, hearing or feeling something, or a direct assault to the mind. Although, I don't really know how the stone works. They said it amplifies a single purpose or thought, making people forget the mental pain coming from outside, or fortifying the mind if it's surrounded with a giant barrier. It's all thanks to this clothing that we don't panic when we saw the crying children at Distortion. They were just babies everywhere. They were really mean. They kept swearing at me. Oh. Right, Lu. Association 2. The thumb. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead and do these ones. Oh, Zhao isn't there. Oh, there she is. Rest now. Nestel is practically a war zone with all the associations, syndicates and fixers at each other's throats. On top of that, the distortions are making things worse for associations and the residents of the nest. According to the report from the powers up above, there are 3 major factions of note currently remaining. The Index, R-Corp and the Blue Reverberation and his group. R-Corp seem to be eliminating threats as per request from another wing, similar to what the Lu is doing. The Index appears to have been guided here by the prescripts. After all, they gladly obeyed the piece of paper telling them to kill every member of the Thumb in the nest. As a result, pretty much every Thumb crook and the Syndicate's subsidiaries that were in this place are goners. Even the underboss who was supposed to lead them kicked the bucket, so you can guess how it went. To the leader of the Lu, the most crucial element that can make or break a battle is vigor. Not the competence or strength of individuals, with vigor. Even the weakest creek can carry heavy rocks like a gale blowing up leaves. Therefore, an excellent leader chooses good fixers and puts vigor into them. Strength or skill alone won't make a good fixer. While those traits do play a role in higher sections, the most important quality is how well the fixer meshes with their leader's combat style. Section 2, the leader with May and Cecil, consists of careful and level-headed fixers. They go quite well direct to LoL because of that. Section 1 would clearly be superior in terms of sheer power, but we follow different strategies with pros and cons for each, so a direct comparison won't really tell you about our actual performance in the field. I was really hoping you'd say vigor again, because that's a fun word for him to say. Director Zhao would like to emphasize something. A mercenary's work is to deceive, to fool the enemy into believing that we are advancing when we defend, to make the enemy believe we will thrust from the front when we strike from above. Feign submission when you raise your claws. We must seem unable, when able to attack, that the enemy might grow arrogant. When the enemy is roused, distract them through disturbance. Be aware that we ourselves are not subject to such anger. In order to defeat the enemy, we must be roused to anger. To remember that one's emotions must remain a means to motivate the body and not the ends. And to exploit the enemy's wrath with this in mind. Then she makes me say that every morning. It's like, good morning, Miris. Recite the motto now! It's very tiring working here. Luckily I'm dead now. Our director may be seized with anger and momentarily stray into inadvisable paths sometimes, but even the whitest jade has a flaw. I trust her to set herself back on the right track in no time. I was in no way a soft person, though I don't view myself as particularly tough or rugged either. A straight and honest person. Accusations would be brought against me for being unmoved by the death of any person, however close they may have been in life. A point not everyone would see as criticism. How could a person be so cold and heartless, even if the basic bearing of a fixer is to look after oneself first and foremost? At first I spent too much time thinking over it and asked myself many questions. Zhao, as a person, valued the lives of her colleagues, although her position forced her to keep her farewell to deceased teammates short, since carrying out her duty and emerging victorious came first. Shedding fewer drops of tears than the number of fallen was all the tribute I could pay. Bawling my eyes out would have stirred uneasiness in my colleagues. In the early days, the responsibility sometimes felt too heavy and burdensome. Fuck me, this is going to be a long one. I had never once thought that my method was incorrect. I believed it to be the best method for myself, and I deemed that problems couldn't be solved any other way. Most fixers would probably think in the same way. Therefore, I cannot understand the manners of Lowell, the newly appointed Section 2 director at the time. A person who tries to look after everyone and doesn't hide his grief-stricken face when a co-worker passes away. It seemed clear as crystal that his tenderness would one day lead his team to death, which it did. Yet he was faring better than I thought. A polar opposite to me. The ways I wanted to pursue but gave up because I was faced with my limitations. It might have upset me for a moment. A principle I could not follow, for I was not allowed to openly express sadness over the death of the few in order to protect the many. And my obligation to seize any chance of victory compelled me to march forward if there was something to count on. My capability wasn't vast enough to embrace every member of the team. Was my choice wrong? What did he have that I did not? Looking back, I don't think that what I felt was envy or jealousy. The indignation certainly was not a toxic emotion. I'm sure each of us had different specialities. It is said that people intersect with one another in some manner. I don't think the process is to be natural at all. I was not a believer of fateful meetings. After all, two parallel roads could never cross. A relationship begins with a desire to know, simple curiosity. To know more about a person or to go further and see what they're seeing together. People open up new roads to merge into the roads of others for various reasons. I thought I would never care about him, since he was so different from me and my expectations weren't quite right. I wanted to learn more about him and I wanted to know what this emotion I felt was. And I thought I could perhaps become a better person if I saw what he was seeing together. If there's one thing I realised, it's that relationships between people always start from such small curiosity. Taking in what I've said so far, you would think that this is such a peculiar and untruthful love. You might think it's fussy. I cannot give out a clear answer, for I cannot dare define what love is. What could I say or add about an emotion I felt for the first time, one that I'm still struggling to figure out? Furthermore, every person carries a different form of love. There will undoubtedly be some people who don't place much importance on that emotion. You might even think that such emotion is absolutely useless in this city. Even if I were to define my love, this wouldn't come across as a sweet story if you cannot understand it. However, I can be certain that my sentiment towards Lowell was sincere. The so-called curiosity and sympathy, they bring about attention, admiration, and a little bit of obsession. I learned soon enough that this isn't much different from what people call love. It may not have been something out of a fairy tale or a drama, but we still cherished each other in our little relationship. Perhaps I had been under the impression that love is a concept that is utterly distant from me. The love that I came into was cramped, yet big, and it felt burdensome at times. You said I'm strong, but the truth is I was weak and faint-hearted until the very last time I faced you. I've only grown so ironclad after I lost you. Why did I miss everything while you were still by my side? Why do I spend the whole night longing for you and regretting only after you parted from me? I do have one regret regarding you, that I could not trust my feelings for you, that I was too afraid to tell you that you're my everything the night before you left me. Moments of loneliness will come as I live. It won't be a thirsty longing for love, however. It is when I look to my side, yet there is no one next to me. When I am worn out from running somewhere. When I feel that my heart grows heavy rather than painful. Trying new things might let me forget it for a moment, but the memories will still follow me for life. When I feel such things, I can go back to familiarity, a familiar place, a familiar mind, a familiar person, and I plan to reunite with you soon. I want to tell you that I no longer have shame for the path I've chosen, and that I've finally freed myself from the guilt. Okay. Bit weird. Don't really know what to make of all that. Right, I'm just making note of the ones I still need to read. The Thumb. I've read Kane Office. Yep, finished that one. Indie Proxies. Index, not Indie Proxies. Index Proxies. Read that one. I did read these ones, but I didn't write it down. Read that one. Read that one. Yan. Yes. 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 Yes and yes. Okay. So I'm going to leave it there for the day. My voice is about to give out. So next time, after doing whatever I do next time, I will read the thumb, and there's also the indie proxies and Yan. So I've got... Oh. I've beaten these, haven't I? Oh, no. Sorry. I beat the 2 of this one. So I've got the second thing of that to do. And I have the Binner story, and I have the Hockma story. So I would like to get the last pleb for Hockma. So if you're watching this on the VOD, and you would like a pleb and you don't have one, come along to the stream, and you can have this person. But yeah. I might give that one a go next time. Probably not. No. I'm probably going to see if I can do this one. I have got all of these to assign. And there... Oh, and Zhao as well. So I've got some upgrading to do for that. And, yeah. So, thank you very much for watching. I will be back with more Library of Ruina next Friday and more RimWorld on Wednesday. I'm really looking forward to that. Because I thoroughly enjoyed the previous RimWorld stream, and if you haven't seen that, you should go check the VOD for that. If you're watching on Twitch, check out my YouTube, and watching on YouTube, check out my Twitch. Either way, join the Gary Movie Discord, linked below the Twitch and in the description of the YouTube stream. Social media is in the same place, and so is my Patreon. Pledges on there make a really big difference. I can't emphasize that enough. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Apologies that I needed to cheat through the Zhao one, but fuck that fight. It was a difficulty spike that I could not handle. I tried a lot, so... Right, thank you very much. I think we're slowly approaching the end of this game. But it looks like there are at least 5 more things I need to do before I reach it, and I only know of 3. So, have a good weekend. Try not to burn alive in the horrendous heat that is the modern world. Stay safe, stay happy, stay entertained, and see you next week. And hello, future people, goodbye, future people, and I will catch you later. Bye.